Paul Whelan and Evan Gershkovich board a plane to freedom. The two men were part of the largest multi-country prisoner swap of its kind.
This is an incredible relief for all the family members gathered here. It's a relief to the friends and colleagues all across the country who've been praying for this day for a long time.
Whelan is a former Marine. Gershkovich, a Wall Street Journal reporter, became the story in Thursday's paper. Also freed was Russian-American journalist Alsu Kurmashiva. In return, Russia received several newly freed prisoners, including Vadim Krasikov, who was convicted in Germany in 2021 of killing a former Chechen rebel in Berlin. In Moscow, President Vladimir Putin personally welcomed the freed prisoners. The exchange took place in the Turkish capital, Ankara, and involved prisoners from Poland, Slovenia, and Norway, in addition to Germany and the U.S.
Happy birthday to you.
President Biden led the families of released prisoners in singing happy birthday to the daughter of Kurmashiva as her mother was en route to the U.S. Biden said the exchange was only made possible because the U.S. had strong relations with its allies. That is possibly a subtle dig at Republican rival Donald Trump, who has talked of pulling the U.S. out of NATO and other international alliances. That point was emphasized by the president's national security advisor.
Today's exchange is a feat of diplomacy that honestly could only be achieved by a leader like Joe Biden. At his direction, the professionals in our national security, foreign policy, and intelligence community worked tirelessly and relentlessly to secure the release of 16 individuals who were detained in Russia.
The Biden administration insists all of the prisoners released by Russia were wrongfully detained. The exchange was historic, but administration officials say not a sign of warming relations between the U.S. and Russia.
It doesn't sound like there's a major change in relations between the U.S. and Russia.
There has been no change. This is a good day because American citizens are able to come home, and we're incredibly proud of the work that has happened to get that done. But as I just said, Russia's aggression into Ukraine continues.
And that, administration officials say, continues to give Russia an incentive to imprison American and other citizens. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.